Thank you very much. I'm Abdullahi Arabo from the UK. Basically, I'm part of the university. We train people in cybersecurity. Also, I work with the government as well as time goes by. So we deliver programs in the university that are certified by the NCSC, which means that it's the government body of agency as time goes by. Also, my role involved in terms of trying to promote cybersecurity in many areas. Hands up, I do some mathematics, but I'm not a mathematician myself in my profession. But what I do, we apply maths into cybersecurity and AI. That's what I do as time goes by. So I will not give you anything about maths theory, but I'm trying to apply maths theory, what you have seen this morning, into cybersecurity going forward. That's the plan as time goes by. Yeah? So that's my topic for the day for you in many ways. Okay, so as we have an introduction, if you look at currently what's happening, we the human beings, as we have said earlier on, we are hooked onto our devices. Yeah? Most people, if they are doing anything, they go back to AI, asking, okay, what do I do about this? Yeah? But on the other hand, the machines, they are basically hooked to learn. Yeah? Currently, I'm not sure how many of you are aware, Google, for example, Gmail. Yeah? Whatever you send into your Gmail account is automatically being scanned by Google. Yeah? And they use that attachment to learn how do you behave, what do you send. Yeah? So we are busy trying to ask ChatGPT, how do I, interesting by the way, I was told that I was found by ChatGPT. I was told I was found by ChatGPT, so that's interesting for me. I don't know how ChatGPT knows about me, but I was told that before I came here because of ChatGPT, so that's good for me in many ways. Yeah? But again, how much does ChatGPT knows about me? That's my concern. Yeah? So we all try to control devices to say, okay, what do we do? But ChatGPT, AI tools, what they do, they learn more about us. They invest our resources going forward as time goes by. The more we type, the more we do things, the more they say, okay, look, let's learn about it. Yeah? And by the way, most tools that we use, they don't ask you for permission. Yeah? They do it by default. Yeah? Until you go and opt out of the system, they don't ask you to opt out, but they automatically use your data. Say, okay, look, how do we learn from Abdullahi Arabo? Yeah? How do you learn about anybody else? Yeah? And as far as they learn about you, they present things to you that are more unique to you, that helps you to understand. It's okay, fine enough. Life is good for me because this is happening for me easily as time goes by. But how much do you reveal to them as time goes by? So in a way, you have to wake up outside, as someone said earlier on before that. In mathematics, yeah, although yes, AI is there to help us learn more about mathematics or the field, but nothing replaces the human being or the pen and paper as time goes by. So that's a bit of an introduction to you as time goes by in many ways. So let's look at it about how do we look at static mind. Yeah? So, I mean, we all know algebra. Yeah? Algebra was invented by who? Who can tell me? Algebra, by who? Al-Jabbar. Yeah? So basically, in a way, I'm happy to come back to Pakistan. By the way, first time in Pakistan, but many of my students in the UK are from Pakistan. Yeah? So it's good to know that our mathematics root has come from algebra, from the Quran point of view. Yeah? But how does it apply over there? Okay. So what happened over here is how the machine tries to simulate our own mind. Yeah? Whatever we type on, whatever we see, the AI learns about it. And it reveals to you on your system what you want to see because it look at such behavior. So from just helping you, it tries to say, okay, look, how do I attack Abdullahi Arabo? Yeah? And also in algebra, if you look at over here, how do we change few things in the formula, yeah? That we put in our systems? If we change a single variable, the meaning will change automatically. Yeah? And we try to allow AI to learn by itself. Yeah? But the more it learns, the more it tries to mimic the human being, the more it tries to modify those small variables that we don't even know about it. Yeah? We all know about fake news, what's going on. Yeah? So even though you believe what you believe, but AI automatically is trying to go, how do I change the way he or she thinks going forward? It gives you ideas. You see one idea from here, you say, no, that's not good enough for me. Another one comes in, no, that's good enough, another comes in. So the more those ideas apply to you, the more it influences the way you think. That's psychology, in many ways. Yeah? So that's the problem. Not the problem, but that's AI becomes a bit of issue for us as time goes by in many ways. Then comes the issue of ethics and concerns, control of ethics. Yeah? Most of those global AIs, they are developed by the West, not the global South as we are, or the majority as time we are. So they are trained with data that might be biased from the first day going forward. Yeah? Although they have a good intention about it, but how do you contextualize the output of the data to make sure actually whatever happening is what we are trying to follow as time goes by? By the way, don't get me wrong, AI is good, but only if you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, AI will dig a hole for you and bury you in the hole, and then that's it. That's the end of the game. Yeah? I've tried AI in my students, cybersecurity. When AI came out first time, we are concerned about ethical hacking. We think that the hackers will be more advanced than us as academics. So I deployed that live in my class. Okay, look, that's your assignment. Go and do it for me. Use AI if you want to use AI. But tell me why AI is good, why AI is wrong. Critique the AI itself. Yeah? So that's over here. So what do you do over here? So I didn't come over here about limitation of it. Yeah? AI basically tries to understand, try to mimic the human behavior. But it cannot go anywhere more than that. There's claim that AI can replace different fields of areas. I was discussing to someone earlier on yesterday about how does AI replace different fields in life. But AI has its own limit in terms goes by. Yeah? But the key over here is that, yeah, whatever happens, come back from the mass point of view in minutes as time goes by. Cyber war. Yeah? A few years back, we all believed that cyber war is all about weapons. Yeah? Or in terms of defense security, we think about firewalls. You deploy your own firewall, you have your IPS, IDS, that's fine for you protected. But not anymore. Yeah? It's more about the human hacking itself. Yeah? How do you understand how the human being works? How do you trick the human being to act as time goes by? Yeah? So it's not about anything about over here. So over here, we have deep fakes. We have misinformation, we have agreements, and it allows you to think differently as time goes by. I don't do politics anywhere, but I won't mention about politics anyway. But if you look at what's happening around the world, yeah, people are trying to send different things to you. People are calling in with AI tools to convince, okay, what's happening as time goes by. Yeah? But over here is that, yeah, how does that happen as time goes by? How do we make sure that actually we are able to use the algorithms properly? How do we allow AI to learn from our own algorithms that we developed using math equations? But how do we stop it from misusing it? That's a question of as time goes by. How do we make sure actually is that? How do we target systems as time goes by? How do we make sure the human in the loop is also involved as time goes by? Yeah? So that gives you a clue or an idea whereby the idea, yes, we can do things as time goes by, but if we allow those things that are going on, they exploit our intelligence. Yeah? So how do you come away from that going forward? How do you make sure that actually the fact that we allow systems to be able to help us develop things, but how do we stop them from trying to convince us otherwise as time goes by? Yeah? So that's the key point over here. So if you look over here about assets, you have to look over here about public trust. Again, who do you trust? Do you trust a human being like you that are advising you, or do you trust the AI system that you asked for? Yeah? I'm sure most of you, or most of us, including myself, sometimes we ask AI about different ideas. But AI will give you things. Yeah? But how do you trust that AI system? Or how do you trust those developers who don't the system going for as time goes by? So I think our role as mathematicians in this room or in this university or Salam Institute, how do we make sure actually we are able to provide equations that is able to follow what we want in the global south environment? By the way, I'm talking about the global south because that's where we are at the moment. Yeah? And if you look at industry of tech industry, they are developed by the developed countries going forward. I'm not saying they are wrong in doing that, but they don't know about our culture, about what we do, how we behave. Yeah? So how do we take control? How do you stop them from developing a training just set by their own opinions going forward? If they train the system by their own opinion, then how do you do that? So the main objective here is to disrupt operations. That's what the idea. So in normal cyber warfare, it will stop a country or a system from performing properly. But AI is trying to look at the psychology. So, okay, look, how do I change your own behavior, how you think? Yeah? So that's key over here. So let's be mindful how we use AI tools. how we do it as time goes by. Because they might change the way we react, how we do it as time goes by. So that's the point of view over here for a look at as time goes by. If we go a bit further, yeah, so what's AI? Yeah, so AI is good, yeah, but how do you manipulate it going forward? How do you make sure? So basically, what you can do, you can just change a small input. Yeah, I mean, we all know about geometry, yeah, about image recognition. Yeah, so if you just change a small part of the image, by the way, we have done as well again, yeah, technography, for example. Yeah,